IVM.
If you enjoy listening to IVM Likes, you should also check out our other show called Seen and the Unseen, a show hosted by Amit Verma where he discusses topics related to economics, politics, and its impact on our society. New episodes every Monday on the IVM Podcasts app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hello and welcome to IVM Likes episode number 116, and today in the studio we have not new but someone after a very long time. We have Zoya.
Hi you guys.
And then with Zoya we have Madhuri.
Hey.
Radhika.
Namaste.
And me, Abhineet. Hey guys. So today in the first half, as usual, we'll be giving out recommendations. As you can say, your daily dose of recommendation. And then in the second half, we'll be talking about 90s pop culture music. Maybe Hindi or anything that you like. So let's get started.
We'll keep that genre free, right? Like we can have Bollywood, Hollywood, we can have like a mixed bag of everything.
It need not have to be from 90s.
Let's keep it more like
broad thing.
But yeah, let's keep the category or the bracket a little broader. Let's include 80s, 90s and maybe early 2000s as well.
Okay, that will be in the second half. So who's starting with the recommendation? Madhuri?
I can begin. Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
I have a book to recommend. It's called Traveling Cat Chronicles.
Okay.
So you literally have a cat who's telling you a story.
You told me about this.
Yes, I was reading it. So last week I was with that book all the time. I was in a local train reading about a cat who's talking about her traveling.
You can read a book in a local train in Mumbai?
Yeah, like
even
that's
I
the only
question.
Seriously?
That's the only thing that gives me peace.
You get
crowd.
peace in local train?
No, that's what I'm saying. The crowd doesn't give me any peace. So when I'm in Amit's words, I really feel fine.
Okay, in that
That's
sense.
fancy. That's really nice though. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get space in local train. Like,
Yeah,
khade hone ke liye bhi nahi.
I don't either, but then I manage somehow. Even when I am around, like there's so many people around, I'll just manage to take my book above my head and read it or below.
My piece is taken by sweat, smell of sweat and all these chit chat. So my piece is not there in local train.
Yeah, but then I know what she's talking about. Like in a local train in Mumbai, where you don't even have the space to make your friend stand in front of you and talk to him. So when you have, and as they say, books are your best friends. So if you have a book, I don't think you need kind of like space or you need like a good view and things like that.
I'm not a book lover, so I can't relate to what Madhuri.
Okay, so to come back to this book, it's a Japanese book by Hiro Arikawa.
Okay.
I read the English translation. This is about a cat called Nana. Nana means number 7. So this cat's tail looks like 7. And this is a stray cat that the owner just adopts. And because its tail is like number 7, it's called Nana. The owner is called Satoru. So this particular person is going on a trip and takes a cat along, and you listen to everything from cat's perspective. What are the landscapes? Who are the people he's going to meet?
That's new, yeah. I don't think so. Like they have ever covered a cat's perspective in a book before.
Yeah, so that you get a feline perspective. Like how do cats feel? Do they feel nice when you are petting them? Or so that's
so cute.
It's so good for all the cat lovers also. Like
yes, it's
Are you a cat
for
lover,
cat.
Madhuri?
Yes, I am. I love cats.
Ask me this, Abhineet.
What about you guys?
I know about you.
I dare you to ask me this.
Abhineet, you?
No, I like cats. Yeah.
No, I'm not.
And what
You're not a
is
cat person.
what is another good thing about this book is it's really emotional and it takes you through varied landscapes of relationships. So this particular person is on his dying bed, and so he's meeting his friends and acquaintances, and you see everything as the cat looks at it. So it's a beautiful tale being told. You should definitely read it.
So
and
cool.
very
How
soon
many chapters are in the
there
book?
are 6 to 7 chapters.
Okay, so it's not that big a book also.
It's actually 300 to 350 pages.
Okay.
So every chapter you see a new person that this person is meeting.
Wow.
So you get a different perspective to life, a school life, college life, maybe his
and
lover.
how the cat views everything that's happening around.
And also
That's
how the cat
amazing.
is fighting with other pets. And there is one moment which I would particularly like to talk about. This cat and this owner, they're holding hands together, sitting on a van. They're traveling in a silver van.
Okay.
And it starts raining. And they see a rainbow. And suddenly they see another rainbow from one end of the mountain to another. So 2 rainbows together. And the cat says that I wanted to live in this moment forever. Not the owner. The cat says this.
Oh, that is so sweet.
So it's all about friendship. You should definitely read it.
So is it available on Amazon?
Yeah, it's on Amazon.
Okay.
That's excellent. And let me tell you, your recommendation, before our listeners get to it, I'm going to straight away Google this book, like right after this recording.
Even
Like,
I'm not a cat lover, but I want
sounds
to...
cool,
Yeah.
right? Like, I really admire those people who go beyond the aspect of just like day-to-day things, and understanding animal perspective is something that I've always, after that movie, anybody remembers, I think Dr. Dolittle, I think his name was. Have you guys seen it?
No.
Okay, so that movie is about this man who can understand and talk to animals.
Oh.
And he's a veterinarian, so he's an animal doctor. And then eagles come to him saying that, oh my god, my wing is injured. And then he can literally not just translate it to other people, but he can listen to the animals talk.
Yeah, even imagine animals talking and sharing everything. So, sounds so cute.
Okay, let's move to the other recommendation. Zoya? Yeah.
Okay. My recommendation for you guys today is slightly on the basis of, I think, what we're going to be discussing further. We're going to be talking about, obviously, the 90s, 80s, early 2000 music, Hollywood, Bollywood, all genres, probably Tamilian if somebody's interested in that. I'm going to talk about this Instagram page that is very 90s based. Okay. Now,
90s.
yeah, and that I just don't mean that in very literal fashion related sense, like 90s fashion, vintage styles. It definitely does have all of this. But like all the shows, like you remember Friends, and you remember How I Met Your Mother, and then you have Big Bang Theory. So you have these funny quotes of these shows.
Okay.
What this Instagram page actually does is that it collects like you have these images, right, from those shows, and then like they have a series. For example, say 3 posts in a row, they're going to post about like 3 most said dialogues on Friends, like how you doing or something like that.
I have seen this page.
So when you go through that and when you just see like these 3 things in line, it suddenly takes you back to the memory lane.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you just think about the show and the episode that was in. And especially for me, like I've been a huge Friends fan.
Yeah, Netflix came out with Friends. Right?
Yeah, it did. And I was, bullied for actually liking Friends. Like
What?
I was in a very
Bullied
so-called...
watching Friends.
No, I was bullied for liking Friends.
Like your
There are-
friends, like
She was
forced to like
the
it.
cliche thing. Like
The
you,
thing
you
was,
like
I
Friends.
really liked Friends, and my apparent friends in college were not particularly in the hate club, but then they were like, oh my god, Friends is so cliche, like we're not even
Really?
interested, it's not up to our standard.
I was
I
bullied
get
of
it.
not
I get it.
watching
Dude.
Friends. I was bullied of not watching Friends.
Good, that means you were in good company. I was in a horrible company. People hated me for liking Friends,
You guys need to switch friends.
Yeah.
Swap friends.
We have to swap friends, Radhika.
Yeah.
So basically, this Instagram page is called Police Rebels, and it's really, really cool. And specifically, like for people who are into the more aesthetic, original looking things. And I like how there is like a cohesive pattern in this entire page. Like you have everything 90s related. Even if you want to see like the gaming gadget that was used back in the day.
Do they have
And
wallpapers of like the retro kind of washed out colors and all?
I think so, yeah. But then the color theme of this entire Instagram page is very muted, grainy, very vintage, Polaroid looking.
I like that actually.
Yeah, I know. It's so pretty to look at also.
So someone recommended you this page, or you just saw on Instagram?
I was in a loophole. I was just going
Scrolling.
through, drowning into the quicksand of just looking at my phone, and then I stumbled upon this page.
Yeah,
On the
when
search
you
feed.
sometimes just go through Instagram, just look something. When you just go and you wanted to look something else, you find this kind of pages.
You stumble on something which you really treasure eventually.
Yeah.
That is
so
true.
many
And
What is the
pages.
name? What is the
And
name?
this Police Rebels is the Instagram page name. And I have seen a lot of pages going, and I've seen a lot of Instagram models also pulling out these looks, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
90s look and high-waisted
High
everything.
heels.
And itna high-waisted ke matlab it
The
comes up to the
Rachel look.
chest. Yeah, I know, right? And
You cannot pull off a Rachel.
I cannot pull off a Rachel.
You means not you, like
The
in general.
Instagram model.
Yeah.
Okay. That's true actually, because they are such iconic characters. You're just going to get like a step closer, maybe. But people taking pride in wearing 90s looks, let's face facts here, you cannot.
Yeah, I agree.
No, I don't think so. It's coming back in different fusions. You
Yeah.
cannot ape the same style Because back then it stood for something else.
Absolutely.
But today you fuse it with something and it goes really well.
Oh, guys, by the way, I was just kidding, yeah? Of course, you can pull anything you want to. That was a
Delhi,
joke.
when I was in Delhi, people were really carrying bell bottoms. Bell bottoms was the in thing.
Yeah.
Something which you
Oh,
see
bell
in
bottoms like
80s and 90s.
Plazo
tied from the
jacket.
thigh area.
Not plazo,
Yeah,
they're
and loose
jeans.
and-
Yeah,
cotton
style
jeans.
of like tied from
Light
thighs
plazo.
and then
Yeah.
kind of.
Really cool.
Yeah, it's nice how people are coming up.
Yeah, it looked
Zoya,
cool. That's what I
Delhi,
felt.
Delhi clothing.
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, this is like an inside joke. I have always, like, all my life, people really wish and they want to go to like Paris and they want to visit Amsterdam, have space cakes and things. I wanted to go to Sarojini Nagar.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like-
it's crazy.
Like,
I
I
guessed
hear
it,
so
right?
much about Sarojini Nagar and the
You will
jewelry
love
over
it.
there. Oh, and I've also made like this under the table deal with Radhika to like bring me something from Sarojini
This is your
Nagar.
wish list, right? To go to Sarojini.
And
like-
you will, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
will.
absolutely. You have to.
So
So
saying
let's-
in front of so many people, I think now I should get something
Yeah,
for Zoya.
now everybody
Now
knows
you
that
have
you
the
owe me
obligation.
something
Yeah.
from Sarojini Nagar.
Yeah.
So let's move on to Abhineet's recommendation then.
My recommendation? Okay, fine. Let's do it. So I have a movie to recommend this time. It's called Mirage. There are many other movies with the same name, Mirage, but it's a Spanish movie. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
It came out in 2018. It's a sci-fi fantasy kind of a genre of this movie.
I'm already interested.
Yeah. So what happens is there's this kid. The movie starts with this kid. He's into this all metal guitar and all thing. So he records himself.
Okay.
He has a camcorder thing. Old, what do you have? What do you call that?
The
VHS.
video
Yeah,
camera
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Hand
Yeah.
cam. What was
Yeah.
that called?
Polaroid?
Handy cam.
Handy cam.
Yeah.
That's right. With the
So,
very
yeah.
flimsy little band on your.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
what he does is, he keeps it on top of his television, and
Okay.
then he plugs the camcorder with the television, and watches himself play and record. So he made a lot of tapes of those things,
Okay.
and then one night, I guess, one night he saw someone killing someone. I'll not give out the plot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, keep the spoiler free, by the way. I'm interested because it's sci-fi.
Yeah.
Sci-fi.
So this is the starting. So I can give this out. So he
let
saw
me
someone.
get this straight.
Yeah.
So he is recording himself one night,
Yeah,
and
he
is that
saw
murder recorded
no,
on
no,
video
no,
camera?
No. He heard.
I think Zoya too much into.
I just went all in,
Yeah.
right? I was like, dude, I can write the remaining plot of this movie.
So he heard something from a different house, and
Oh.
then he like goes out and looks, and then he witnessed a murder.
Okay.
Yeah. And then while coming out of the house, like he was running, and that guy, the murderer, he saw him and he was running, and a car hit him and the kid dies. This is the starting.
Okay, now you're giving away the story.
Yeah.
Hold on.
No,
That's
this
it.
is the start, like
This
the
is
first
the
5
start.
minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
And the kid dies.
I can only imagine what goes next.
How long is this movie?
It's around 2 hours.
Okay.
Not bad, yeah.
Is it available on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
It's Mirage, right?
Mirage. So the main thing is there's this lady after 25 years. The main thing is when the kid died, it was a very lightning or thunder, what do you call it, rainy night.
Okay.
So there were storm.
Okay.
Something
Yeah.
like evil.
This is the main thing. You need to remember this. There was storm
Okay,
on that
so
night.
let's get this down on the table. So there is a stormy
Yeah,
night
yeah.
while he's recording his song.
Yeah.
There's a child running on the road.
Yeah,
And
he
there is a
dies.
murder somewhere around in the
Yeah,
area.
and the kid dies.
And the kid dies.
Yeah, this is the starting, what do you call it, plot of the movie. And then
Oh
after
my God.
25 years, there's this same storm on the same day, and a family comes in, lives in the same house. जिसमें वो बच्चा रहता था.
Dude, is it sci-fi or like a
Is it
thriller?
horror?
No, not horror. It's a sci-fi thriller kind of a thing.
No, because you said it like that, like 25 साल बाद वो
Yeah.
बच्चा लौट आया है.
No, there was no lot आया. There was this family, and they found the TV and the tapes and the camcorder in the basement. And they
okay.
plugged it in, and then they start watching it, and they
I want to watch this.
yeah, and then
movie.
they see this kid playing guitar, and like fine, good, cool, yeah, and they keep it. Raat ko what happens?
Don't tell us.
Don't
Okay,
tell
let's-
us.
let's-
Let's end it
let's
here.
say
No,
this is a-
this is not the spoiler. You need to watch
But
this
still,
film.
still, let
Okay,
it-
so
let
रात
it
में
be.
This lady जो वहाँ पे आगे रहती है, she heard that TV on हो गया, and she watches that kid is playing. and
Okay.
that kid can see her and she can see the kid.
I
Dude,
think
you just
I
gave
think-
away 50% of the movie.
I think
No.
we should turn this
That's what I'm
episode.
saying.
No,
Don't.
no,
I-
actually no.
We
You
should
need to
turn
watch
this episode to the Mirage episode where Abhineet will explain
Yeah.
everything
No,
about this movie
after-
because I am very interested now to know this what happened
No,
next.
I'm
No,
not
seriously,
giving
but
it up.
actually, that's a great recommendation
Yeah.
because
So-
I'm already into this movie, okay? Like,
I'm getting goosebumps, dude.
So how she then things take a turn and then after that I'll not.
any like
Okay.
popular star cast or
I don't know any of
No?
these people.
No.
Okay, so
They're
they're
like
like
Spanish
Spanish,
guys.
so we
Yeah.
wouldn't know, like, if you haven't seen many Spanish
So,
movies.
Okay.
this was the recommendation, guys. It's called Mirage.
that's
You can
super.
find it on Netflix. Yeah.
Okay.
So Radhika, what do you have?
So today I'm recommending one short film. I'm totally into Hindi content. Like I watch a lot of short films on Netflix, Amazon, and YouTube. Unlike what I recommended last time, my kind of movies, my guilty pleasures. This is not like that.
This is not guilty pleasure.
This is not. This is such a beautiful movie. Short film. You will love this. So this movie called Khamakha. It came in year 2016. Featuring Manjari Fernandez and Harshvardhan Rane. Manjari is
Ooh, Harshvardhan Rane.
Yeah.
He's like a popular face. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sanam Teri Kasam.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Manjari is Jane To Jane Na, Jay's girlfriend. That
Oh.
happens to
Meghna.
be Meghna.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
So this is
Now
17.
it's interesting. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, because of
God.
Star?
Dude, don't even. Just because it has that girl in it.
No, star cast.
No,
She's just
star cast.
intrigued by the
Yeah,
star
it's
cast.
perfectly that the director chose a perfect star cast for this movie. It's a 17-minute long short film about the Rikti bus ride between Mumbai and Pune. So this Harshvardhan, whose name is Udyan,
Okay.
yeah, very beautiful words also you will find in this movie, Udyan. He comes from some meeting and his car breaks down in the midst of Mumbai and Pune, and then this bus is going from that, crossing that lane. So he catches that bus he belongs to a very rich family, so he was
Okay.
feeling very uncomfortable in that
Oh.
bus ride. Okay.
Like most of the elite class people,
Exactly,
they tend to
exactly.
like, oh no, bus is the seat
Yeah.
hygiene.
So he saw this girl sitting with a Hindi book, reading Hindi book.
Okay.
So he asked, "Do you have some exam to give? Hindi exam to give?" The girl says, "Why? Because I'm reading this Hindi book. You're questioning this that for exam or why I'm reading this?" So through this movie, a director has captured various aspects, various perspectives about the whole life, like about language, about different culture that we live up to. So she says, just because I'm reading Hindi doesn't mean I can't speak in English. And then she
Wow.
reveals she can speak in 10 other languages.
that
Oh,
line
okay.
though,
Yeah.
everybody needs to like
Yeah.
listen to
Exactly.
that line real well.
And she was dressed in an Indian wear, long skirt, top. He again makes a very judgmental comment that, okay, are you from some gaon side of? So she says, just because I'm wearing,
Yeah.
I'm not on Twitter or Instagram, and of course that was not Instagram, Facebook, and I'm reading Hindi novel, you cannot comment that I am not belong
you
to
cannot
elite
judge.
group. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the conversation
Oh God,
begins. They both-
Radhika, so many people need to watch this movie.
yeah. So the best part, so a girl is like North Pole, boy is South Pole. So when the movie is just going and going on, you will see, will they ever meet? Like, will they have that love connection? And at the end,
Like being on the parallel.
yeah. So
sides.
at the end, the movie ends on a very simple note.
Okay, don't give us the
No,
end.
no, I'm not giving. I'm not giving. But the movie ends on a very simple note. It's a very warm, simple kind of movie that you will see throughout. This very, very natural moments has been captured in this movie. Very, very beautiful movie.
How long is it?
17 minutes.
17
So
minutes.
also
17 minutes.
17 minutes.
That's quite
Okay.
short.
Yeah, and on
Oh, it is a
YouTube
short
it has
movie.
got 5 million views.
Oh, okay.
So please guys देखो बहुत ही प्यारी movie बहुत ही.
What-
I would
what is
like to
called?
recite one line from that movie. After I will recite, you will feel, oh my God, such a lovely movie. इस दुनिया के शहर में जब तुमसा कोई मिल जाता है, बातें हो या ना हो, दिल जरूर बहल जाता है. Yeah.
That's cool.
So that
Like
was my
it.
recommendation, Khamakha. You will find on YouTube.
So one second, let me get this straight. So the movie name again you said is Khamkha.
Khamakha.
Um,
It was on Hamara
so
movie
there is
page.
like, it's not a genre base. It's a love story, right?
Love story. Love story.
many short
Not
films on
love story,
YouTube.
but targeting different
Aspects.
aspects. Like culture, I said.
How much I've heard till now from her, I think the message is really, really
Yeah.
nice. Like, I know so many people who
Yeah.
like judge you on the basis of what you're wearing, how your hair color
It has
is,
also
how many
got-
piercings you have on your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they look at you and they pass a judgment like
How
within
many
2
tattoos do you
seconds.
have?
How many tattoos do
Yeah,
you have?
I faced
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
So this movie also got Filmfare People's Choice Award for Best
Yeah.
Short Film.
Okay.
that's excellent, because a movie where they can put across a social message and at least
Exactly.
try to not
And
alter
that too,
mindsets,
like,
but
just in 17 minutes.
yeah, not alter mindsets, but
So
at
when the
least
credits
give
were
them
rolling,
like an
so
example
when the credits
of.
were rolling, sorry to
That's okay.
disturb you. You will feel, why is it even ending?
Yeah,
So
I
many
get that.
people tweeted to the director and on this page on Twitter, second part, when is the second part coming? Third, no, what next? They want to know what happens when they just leave the bus ride and when they go.
Okay, on that note, we'll just quickly recap the recommendations. What did you recommend, Zoya?
I recommended this Instagram page called Poreless Rebels. It's about it's very vintage based, very 90s, and it's about fashion, lifestyle, and movies.
Madhuri?
I recommended a Japanese book translated in English called Traveling Cat Chronicles by Hiro Arikawa.
Okay, Radhika?
Short film Kamaka.
And I recommend a movie called Mirage. So, on that note, we'll take a quick break and see you on the other side.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another awesome week on the IVM podcast. If you're not following us on social media, please make sure that you do. We're IVM Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So just wanted to make a note for everybody. We do have this new Alexa skill that we've created for Cyrus Says. If you have an Alexa, please say play Cyrus Says, and you should be able to listen to the podcast on the Alexa from now on. On The Scene and the Unseen, Amit Verma talks to the columnist and author Akar Patel about the history, present, and future of the Hindutva ideology and how it transformed Indian politics and society. This week on Shunya, when we talk to co-founder and CEO of Remito, Kanchan Kumar, he discusses the journey of how he started his own companies. The episode also gives us an insight into the advanced payment systems in India as compared to the rest of the world. On Football Twaddle, the boys have come together to talk about last weekend's EPL matches. They also discuss the state of Indian football and the problems arising in the ISL and I-League. This week on Simplified, discover how internet travels from one place to another. The answer might surprise you. We have launched a brand new sports show called What a Player, where the hosts give you insights about the latest games, scores, and strategies. Do check it out for updates about the ongoing T20 Cricket League. New episodes are out every morning. Your favorite host, Vishal Gondal, is back with the third season of the Vishal Gondal Show, and Alok Kejriwal joins him on the first episode to talk about business, spirituality, and why he stopped wearing his socks. Didn't get the reference? For that, you got to listen to the episode. On the Habit Coach podcast, Ashton answers the most asked question on social media on how to beat the heat. And with that, let's get on with your show.
Hello and welcome to the second part of the episode where we talk about your nostalgic 90s pop music. So let's begin by stating which is your favorite song? Anyone?
Look, I think I know so many people, like 80 out of 100%, most of them will be like 90s music was just so melodic, so tuneful, and it was like soft, rhythmic, which is not true. Okay, you have
Okay.
some crazy numbers also in the 90s ka zamana.
Yeah.
Technically, so it's like a broad bracket, right? And obviously you have legends like Sonu Nigam
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
have
Yes. Euphoria.
You have Shan, you have Shreya Ghoshal,
Shan,
Yeah.
you have
absolutely.
Lucky Ali,
Yeah.
you have
Euphoria.
Jasbir,
I can see list.
Falguni
Kumar
Pathak.
Sanu, Falguni Pathak.
Pathak.
Okay.
Her songs are played even today in Garba
Yeah.
venues, and they're amazing. You can relate to them even today.
And
like
guys,
you would
how
want
can
to
you
dance.
How can you forget Diler Mehendi?
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Like that. No wedding used to be complete without having that one Punjabi track right in
So
the middle.
yeah, when I was also looking through this list of 90s songs that I would have heard, I realized that I could categorize them. Like there is one category for basically sensuous songs. We are talking about your romantic love interest, and you are literally talking about sex, but in different
Bahu mein chale
yes, with
Absolutely.
different connotations. Then there is another category which is for weddings, and mostly you have Punjabi songs. You
Yeah.
have Dile
Dile
Mehndi,
Mehndi.
Jasbir there.
But don't you think, Madhuri, that 90s ka wedding music was so bomb?
Yes, we
Like,
played
it
even
There was
was
this
today.
so
song
amazing.
It never went
Gurnal
out.
Ishq Mitha.
Yeah,
Oy,
yeah.
hoy, yeah. Now we are going to
And you have
sing
so
them.
many, and you
And
also
this is Kala Shakala.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
also used to play on
Yeah,
wedding. No?
Yes, yes, I remember that.
There was this section in 90s which the college kind of youth
Third
kind of
category
thing.
was that. Yes.
Purani jeans.
Purani jeans.
College days भी उसी time का है.
There was this song, I don't know kiska hai, but it's called Ho Gayi Hai Mohabbat Tumse. Anyone?
no, yeah.
No.
I think
No?
if you can sing one line, maybe we'll...
It goes like हो गई है मोहब्बत तुमसे.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't recall
I
that.
remember the music, but not.
Okay. And
So that's like one of your favorites, kya?
then yeah,
Really?
I have many. Like I cannot.
And if you
No,
talk about
I cannot.
and if you talk about college days, there was a song which we used to play after every farewell. That was "Hum Rahe Na Rahe" by KK.
Yeah.
That I think, according to me, is like every SSC, HSC and degree
Yeah.
ka farewell
Farewell
song.
song. Yeah.
Like whenever you're leaving college, अगर हम रहे ना
And also
रहे
that
नहीं
song-
बजा
Then
तो आपका farewell
And
यारो
I-
दोस्ती.
What is
Yeah.
what is the equivalent that you have today of this song? A college song.
That's a nice
Atrangi
question,
Yaariyan.
though.
Atrangi Yaari.
Atrangi
I
Yaariyan.
that in
And
mind.
also
Sonu
Tera
ki tea-
Yaar,
yeah.
Tera Yaar
I
hoon
was
main.
going to say.
You know what? I have noticed something very different about this 90s song is one is there is a lot of independent music. Not that I'm denying
Yeah.
that today we don't have independent music, but it started from there.
Yeah.
That other than movies, you could actually have albums.
Yeah.
And we were tuned into those albums.
Yeah.
There was like
So-
original work, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
and also those videos are shot in a very different way. There is a studio, the whole idea of studio,
Oh yes,
locations.
Yeah.
Studios were a big
Yeah.
thing back then, right? Like you have
Yes.
Adnan Sami music, like you have curtains flying and
Yeah.
everything's blue and black and Tera Chehra and Bhigi Bhigi Raaton Mein. All that you have, like you have such aesthetically pleasing sets
Yeah.
Yeah.
that you have to shoot on.
And add to that the sense of fashion. Me and Radhika
Yeah.
were discussing that this fashion that comes across is very different, and also it's making a statement.
How is that? The like
For me, this is what I felt like. There is one song called "Made in India."
Yeah.
Made in India,
Yeah.
and
Anisha
you have
Chinoy.
Yeah.
and you have
Ooh,
Milind
Alisha Chinoy, yeah.
Milind Soman making his first appearance
Yeah.
on TV in
Yeah.
that song. So what
Guys,
they do
one
is
second. Milind Suman, seriously, I have to like take a 2-minute break and then just think about the happy thoughts I have in my mind and then come back.
So this song itself tells you what this fashion is all about. So you are adopting to Western outfits and all,
Yeah.
but you have to bring an Indianness to it.
Fusion.
So, yes, in that song, actually they do it with video also. In somewhere they have tigers, they have a snake, they have women who are dressed in traditional, so-called traditional clothes.
Okay.
Then you have snake charmers, and then
Yeah.
when Milind Soman comes, he's not wearing jeans or something, he's wearing dhoti.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I think I
I
know
remember
what you're
this
talking
song.
about. Yeah, because you get flashbacks of that. What do you think, Abhineet? Like overall, if when you think about like the covering a colossal amount of ground of 90s music.
90s music, the main part, like, or the main part the void which fills me, it was the 90s. I still listen to 90s music.
Absolutely. Like every car ride, if you don't listen
Yeah.
to Tanha Dil,
Tanha Dil.
oh my god.
Do you
What a
guys
song.
notice remix kind of recreation of songs came in 90s, like
Yeah.
Pardesiya, all
Yes.
these songs?
Yes.
Oh, so they were later revived,
Yeah,
right?
revived.
Yeah.
So what Madhuri said about the fusion clothes fashion, we can all see again everything on the remix. Shot in studio, different kind of clothes. You know, wearing that princess kind of dresses, having wings and then
Yeah.
Pari Hu Main.
yeah.
They were very
And
elaborate with their
jumping.
closing choices also.
Yeah.
See, now when they're doing it, you feel ki this is exaggerating something. But back then, it was the trend.
Yeah. I think there's this two part in the video thing where one part is just very casual clothing, where, like you can see in Tanha Dil, Shan is just wearing a t-shirt and a jeans and he's singing.
And a backpack.
Yeah. And then in Made in India, like they have a huge budget and then they are doing it.
And then if you're talking about that, how can we not consider the most evergreen song of the 90s, Chaiya Chaiya, dude?
Yeah.
I was coming to that.
How can we
Yes,
not talk
yes.
about that? And the epic train move, which, by the way,
Yeah.
just like a side note, nobody try that, nobody do that.
Which?
That's been repeated.
Nobody should do that. You should not dance on a train.
Yeah, that is really stupid and hideous.
Don't you think like all the songs, Shah Rukh Khan songs, Amir Khan songs, Akshay Kumar songs, even they had different fashion and
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
rhythm to
Absolutely.
them.
I think
Absolutely.
we have followed a lot their fashion. Like when I used to watch,
It was a trend at that
it
time.
was
Yeah.
a trend.
I think that has not completely ended or come to a
Yeah.
stop. It has
Yeah.
evolved
Evolved.
into
Yeah.
what we're doing
all
now.
those baggy jackets,
yeah.
you know, bell bottoms.
But that's again fashion. But the
Yeah.
song, Chaiya Chaiya, the song, and specifically the lyrics, at least
Yeah.
to me. Oh my
I
god.
agree.
Paon ke niche jannat hogi. Like that time when that line came on, I still listen to it and I feel like Dude, that's amazing.
So what I have noticed one thing, today's music and the 90s music, 90s music were very clean. I don't know. I'm not going on the second part, which was, as you said, romantic kind of thing. No. Very clean, not using any vulgar or dirty words or giving out some different meaning. It was some section, but when I go back to the 90s, always not very beautiful and rhythmic songs.
I 100% understand what you're saying, because it's not about vulgarity, but again, it's about how pure the lyrics were back then. Like now, every song
has
you
a
consider
second meaning.
Will have
if
a double
not,
meaning.
then we will definitely create it.
I agree, the number of songs which cover this content today has increased, but we cannot say it wasn't there back then.
Was.
What about Tan Tanatan Tan Tan Tara?
It
then
was.
Ole Ole. So all those movies had those numbers very objectifying women.
Of course, it was a very sexist and problematic song, but
yes.
I'm talking, what I remember about 90s, for me 90s is Leja or, not...
So what we
not
can...
Maybe because you were very small.
Yeah, and we were not listening to all the songs. We have a very
That's what I'm
selective choice
saying.
today.
Right.
At 90s, we don't used to even get deep into the lyrics, what they are saying. We just, because music was so strong, guys. We cannot deny this fact. Music was so strong.
Look, but honestly, I have to tell you this, that any era, right? We did 90s, early 2000s, now 2019. Any era, you will always have the set of songs that will objectify women. Of course, that is there. But I have to agree with Radhika on this one, because back in the 90s, it was more of promoting, say, more of the love aspect instead of what's happening now. Now what's happening is you go to a party, you buy her a drink, you take her home, and that's all.
That's it.
That is what's happening now. But in the 90s, I believe
it's
most of the music.
commercialization of the industry.
Commercialization and also how we have changed with the Tinder culture, swipe culture. We also, what is our love interest today? How long do
When
we
someone
stay
goes
with
to the
people?
club, they need that kind of music to
I'm
dance.
so happy we're like a bunch of young people talking like old souls. I really love this,
But when I go to clubs and then suddenly on Saturday night they play 90s ka remix.
Oh my god.
That is the
Have you seen Queen and then the club thing?
Oh, that was an amazing scene. Yes, where she takes her jacket out and then she doesn't throw it. She puts it back in her bag. I just wanted to point to this women singers. Like I'm talking about two songs. One is Ab ke Sawan Aise Barse. Yes.
Wow.
Another one is
What a song that was.
Diwane to Diwane Hai.
Yeah.
They had husky voice. Both the women
Diwane,
have
I guess it
husky
came
voice.
out in 2010 or 15 somewhere, I guess.
No, when I was looking, no, it's very old.
It's
Both
very
the songs
old.
are
Are
very
you
old.
talking about Divane wearing that
Divane.
golden clothes?
No, it's Shweta Shetty.
Yeah, Shweta Shetty.
Yeah, like she has this husky voice.
Yeah.
So I was also looking at women who are singing in this era and how husky voice is. You do not call it not melodious.
Yeah.
How you have
Absolutely.
accepted that
No,
whole
in
thing.
fact, having a husk and a certain kind of rasp in your voice is
Say
considered
Kailash
so
Kher.
rare.
Usha Uttam.
Usha
Yes.
Uttam, such a great example for that. Like her
And
voice, I don't think so till date, apart from I think Richa Chadda, apart from her, nobody has a voice like hers.
I
Like
think nobody.
it has a depth of its own. It's amazing. Yeah, so basically the singer Richa Sharma, I think she and Usha Uttam, they have like a voice, they have a depth, very beautiful deep voice.
I agree.
And a lot of women are told to have like a very squeaky voice is the most prettiest and beautiful of all, but they have completely stood against all odds.
But guys, we cannot forget one song of 90s. Do you remember? Any guesses?
that?
There are
Kaata
many.
Laga.
Kaata
yeah.
Laga, but it came in 2000, early
Yes,
2000.
yeah, but Kaata Laga, I think everybody has danced on that song.
I had done a solo performance in my school in 3rd standard. I'm dressed like her with that ribbon on my hand.
Oh.
And actually my mother got me tattoos,
Oh
sticker
my God.
tattoos, and I danced
I
on
also
that
have
song.
this very funny story. So I don't know why my parents never realized it's such a problematic song. So every time any guest used to come, "Arey, meri beti bahut acha dance karti hai." Kaata Laga. And
Guys,
we all
Kaata
dancing.
Laga is still fine. I have gone to birthday parties where you have 6th standard girls dancing into songs like Aao Raja and all this crap, and I was like, dude, I need a pillow to hide my face in because I can't look at this shit
When
right now.
I was in 3rd or 4th, I used to dance on song like Maine Payal Hai Chan Kar. Like,
Yeah,
seriously.
Falguni
That
Pathak.
is nice. I would find
I
that
think
cute.
every on Navratri, that Garba Falguni Pathak is loved by.
She's
Yeah.
legend.
Yeah.
She's God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Guys,
I-
have you heard of this song Mairi, Euphoria? Marina.
Yes.
Every trip,
have.
I think we have played the song.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll just wrap up with just one last question. If you have to take a name of your favorite song, one of your favorite song, which one would it be? Radhika?
Oh.
I know it's a difficult one, but you need to.
I think Mairi.
Mairi?
Yeah.
Okay. Madhuri?
For me, it would be where Shahid appears. Aankhon mein tera hi chehra.
Okay.
That one.
That's Abhineet's favorite.
Yeah, I was supposed to say that, but okay, fine.
Sorry,
No.
I just took that.
Zoya?
I will have two favorites.
Okay.
So one of my favorites is Afreen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's like my
Nusrat.
ultimate favorite. Like I that's the only song.
Nusrat? by-
Yes, Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan. That song is very, very special to me. And another one would probably Ab Mujhe Raat Din by Sonu
Yeah.
Nigam. Oh my god,
I love
dude,
that
I love
song.
that song.
What about you, Abhineet?
Even I have few songs on my list. First one would be O Sanam by Lucky Ali.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
And then there was this song, I don't know if you guys know it, Nachange Sari Raat.
Yeah.
Yes.
No?
Yes. On that note, I really think that after listening to this,
Yeah.
if you're listening to us till now, you're going to tune into these songs.
For
Yeah,
sure.
guys.
Have a
For
blast.
sure,
Enjoy.
really.
Yeah.
Please reach out to us, like if you guys listen to any of these songs,
Let
and
us know.
we'll be happy to.
Yeah, like as soon as
Yeah.
you finish listening to the song, guys, go to Instagram, tag us, tell us who recommended it to you. Let's have a conversation back there.
Yeah, we can do that. Okay, on that note, we'll just quickly wrap up. And if you guys like this podcast, don't forget to check out other interesting podcasts on the IVM network. And you can listen to us on the IVM Podcast app or ivmpodcast.com. So you guys can follow us on Instagram at IVM Podcast. And you can follow me on Instagram at Abhineet Mandal. And Radhika?
The Tranquil Soul Instagram handle.
Madhuri?
At my Instagram handle, and Adwani Madhuri Twitter.
Where can one find you, Zoya?
I'm at Instagram, Zoyamau, ZOYAMAAU.
Okay, so on that note, signing off. Bye.
See you
See ya.
guys.
Bye.
Do you wish you were smarter? Well, so do we. But the next best thing?
We could make you sound smarter.
And to help you with this endeavor, we are Simplified, a podcast that attempts to break down the complex world around you with a little knowledge, a lot of poor jokes, and a ton of random trivia.
Episodes out every Monday.
On the IVM Podcast app or wherever you get your podcasts.
See ya!
How aware do you think you are of your laws and rights? Do you look up to laws when you are caught up in situations? Do you know what your rights are when you're stuck somewhere bad? Well, here's a show that can help you move an inch closer to being aware of what your rights are. Tune into Know Your Qanoon with me, Amber Rana. This is a podcast meant to answer all your law-related queries. Catch Know Your Qanoon every week on the IVM website or the app or anywhere you get your podcast from.